Me? Never. I just want to start this video by giving a huge thank you to my patrons. Thank you for helping me to pursue my passion. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and as always guys, I am Andrew, and today it is another book haul. But before we get into that book haul, make sure you are liking and subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you can get regular updates from when I put out new content. Also, make sure you're checking the description box down below for the links to the Wizardly Duo Discord, as well as links to all my social media, including information about my Patreon, where I do quarterly giveaways, general bookish content, and my weekly reading wrap-up. And guys, it's not the worst book haul I've ever done. It is a big book haul, though, so we're going to kind of just move right along by jumping straight into the digital purchases. Now, I've only got 4 digital purchases here this month. I have got Fangs of War by E.J. Dobble. I've heard a little bit about this one. The cover looks super awesome, but I believe the sequel to this book is getting ready to come out, so he put the book on sale on Kindle. I've seen the cover for the sequel, and it looks dope. So I've heard this is a little bit of a darker fantasy tale, and I am just so excited to get to this one. I then picked up The Swordsman'S Descent by G.M. White. I read The Swordsman's Intent and The Swordsman's Lament for the Indie Accords Readathon. I very much enjoyed those books, so I am looking forward to continuing this series with The Swordsman's Descent. Can't wait to get more Bolesco in my life. Then I was provided a review copy on the audiobook for Becoming a Druid by Mike Molman. I am excited to get this one. It sounds pretty interesting. I haven't heard a whole lot of people talk about this book, so I'm very excited to kind of just get in there and dig my teeth into this audiobook. It's about 10 hours, so it's not too beefy. I should be able to knock that one out pretty quickly and then let you guys know how it is. And then finally, I picked up The Third Crossing by Kareem Solomon. I have nothing but nice things to say about Kareem. Apparently, this one is a novella, so it should be a quicker read, and frankly, I just love the cover. Alright, so we've got some physical copies to talk about now that we've got the ebooks out of the way. And I figured we'd start off with a very beautiful book, and that's going to be Sons of Darkness by, Gorev Mohatny. I believe I have said that at least 70% correct. This is, I believe, the first grimdark fantasy book to be traditionally published in India in quite some time. And so this has gotten a lot of positive buzz here lately. The cover is stunning. And I really don't know a whole lot about this because I have been avoiding the reviews other than the general buzz in the air of, hey, this book slaps. So we've got Sons of Darkness to start off the book haul. Now, I have started the Warlord Chronicles by Bernard Cornwell, and I figured I would pick up the Grail trilogy next, because I kind of want to start reading Bernard Cornwell, but I don't want to read, I forget what this one's called, but it's Uhtred, Son of Uhtred, it's like 21 or 13 books, I don't need another long series in my life, so I figured I'd pick up some, individual trilogies and standalones and things of that nature. So a Grail Quest sounds interesting because I'm always interested in the Grail Quest. Growing up, one of my favorite movies was Monty Python and the Holy Grail, so if you throw Grail in there, I know this isn't going to be a satire or anything like that, but yeah, so we've picked up Harlequin, Vagabond, and Heretic, and I gotta tell you what, I love the matching spines. Next, I've got 2 review copies, actually 3 upcoming review copies here for you. But we've got Moon Deeds by Palmer Pickering. This is a sci-fi space opera fantasy thing. This is Star Children Book 1, and it is a beefy book. Kitty G really enjoyed this. I believe Domnish also really enjoyed this one. So those are 2 individuals that I respect greatly. So I'm excited to get into this one because if they like it, I can only imagine how I'm going to feel about this book. And then, of course, I've also been provided by the author the sequel, Light Fighters, Star Children Saga 2. Great cover. He's got a sword, we've got the earth, we got some magic. So I think this is a nice sci-fi fantasy blend here going on. Big, beefy, thick books, though. All right, and then the next review copy that I have to show you is my good friend P.L. Stewart. Co-host of Page Chewing with Steve and Taylor and all of them. fantastic individuals. I love page chewing. Whenever that's on, you should definitely check it out. They like interview authors and do deep dives and things of that nature. He's also a self-pub author of The Drowned Kingdom and, of course, The Last of the Atlanteans. This has been getting a lot of buzz. I really enjoyed Drowned Kingdom, and so I cannot wait to get to this one. I don't know when I'm going to be able to slot it in because it's a little beefier than A Drowned Kingdom, but man, PL can write. That man is amazing. He is a beautiful individual, an awesome soul, and a fantastic author. All right, so I've got this massive stack of books right here. Please don't fall. So I've got 2 copies of this book. I have got the advanced reading copy, physically signed by the author himself, Zach Argyle. This is the 3rd Threadlight book. I've already read this one. I've got a review up. I love Threadlight. He sticks the landing on this one. And because this is the review copy, and I've got, the first, down here, the first 2 in hardcover, I had to get the 3rd one in hardcover. And it comes with this nice kind of just wrapping and then a wax seal in the middle. Oh, this one is signed as well. I've yet to break that wax seal just because I like looking at it. Let's get in on that wax seal a little bit, see if you can see that. This is gorgeous. I cannot quite articulate how much I love Threadlight. Please, if you have not read Threadlight by Zach Argyle, pick this one up. He is a pillar of the self-pub community. He gives and gives and gives to the community. He's got a grant that he runs every year with his wife, Bookborn. And guys, Threadlight, it's fast-paced, it's accessible, great found family. You should definitely be checking it out. Now, because the show released, or the new show I should say, it kind of reignited my interest to give this series another try. Now, I've already got a copy of this, but I've since passed that copy on, and I wanted a little bit of nicer version of this book, and I saw them on my buddy Patrick's shelves, and I decided to pick them up. So that is George R.R. Martin, A Game of Thrones. This is the UK illustrated edition. I don't really like the US illustrated edition. This one looks more like a grimoire, more of a tome. It's got that nice sewn-in ribbon. It's got great illustrations on the inside, nice end papers. Patrick did say that, A Game of Thrones is a nice copy, but after that, the quality and makeup of the books goes down. I do have a Clash of Kings on the way, so I will be able to verify that in the next book haul. Alright, next up, I saw the cover to the sequel of this book, and I just had to pick it up, the first one. This is Divinity'S Twilight Rebirth by Christopher Russell. I have been following Christopher on Twitter since I joined Twitter. He's like one of the first 100 authors I think that I followed. I follow a lot of people on Twitter, guys. But, I saw the cover of the sequel, and then I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to read this one for a while, so I sent away for Divinity'S Twilight. It looks like we've got some Zeppelins up in the air, so this looks like maybe an alternative history, fantasy, kind of steampunk, sci-fi thing going on. We've got multiple moons here in the background, so we can tell it's set in an alien setting. And one of the things I thought was interesting is there's a Habitat for Humanity stamp here on the back. So I would love for somebody to tell me what that's about, because that gets my interest. I used to volunteer for Habitat, so anytime I see that anywhere where I'm not expecting it, I kind of want to know the story behind it. Alright, and 2 of my favorite books this year, The Broken Binding, of course, knocked it out of the park with these 2 editions. You should know what I'm talking about. It's The Quest for Heroes by my man, Stephen Arian. We've got The Coward, and we've got The Warrior. I do have these wrapped in Mylar because these are prized possessions for me. They've got sewn-in ribbons, great naked hardcovers. I'll go ahead and show you The Cowards. Sprayed edges. I love these. These are signed, fantastic, gorgeous kind of end pages. And then let's show you The Warrior as well. Same deal. Fantastic books. I cannot articulate quite how much I loved The Quest for Heroes. And so to have these 2 in hardcover on my shelves, these aren't going anywhere. And I look forward to cherishing these forever. Alright, and then because I am a Stephen King nut, I decided to go and pick up 2 more King books. We got Christine, this is the only Stephen King adaptation that I've watched all the way through. I think I watched Christine when I was in high school with my buddy Dan. And I've never read the book, though. And so I decided to get a kind of first edition hardcover of Christine. It's in fantastic condition, no yellowed edges, nothing like that. I'm surprised at the shape that this is in. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm actually, by the time you see this, I've probably already read that. And then, because Mike had to talk about it, I went and got the full, complete serial novel, The Green Mile by Stephen King. He talked about it on his channel, and so then I was like, I didn't even know that that was, like, in a whole complete novel, because I'm so tuned out that I went and I picked that up as well. And then I got 2 fantastic gifts from my buddy Jordan the Boiled Jellyfish. He sent me Dread God by Will White. I loved this one. I've already read this one. Guys, Will White is just awesome. I cannot wait for the very last book in Cradle. I don't know how to feel about it that we're coming to the end. But thank you, Jordan, for that. And then he sent me, because I am now a judge in SPSFC 2 for Team Book Invasion. I wanted to read last year's winner. This is Iron Truth by S.A. Tholen. And I believe this is like a sci-fi / horror kind of story. But I told him I wanted to read this soon, and he said, not without me, you're not. So whenever you are ready, Jordan, please let me know, and I will definitely buddy read this with you. Thank you for this very wonderful gift. And then my friend Kayla from Kay's Hidden Shelf, she talked about Memories of Blood and Shadow by Aaron S. Jones. Let's just talk about the physical quality and look of this book. It is just absolutely stunning. I love this spine. By the time you have seen this, I have already read this. This is on my TBR for September. That tells you how early I am filming this book haul. But guys, I am so excited for this. Like, I cannot articulate how much I am looking forward to reading this book. Alright, and then I was sent a package by Mike from Mike's Book Reviews. Basically, he did a book haul, and Mike always showcases indie authors, even if he doesn't have time to quite fit those into his schedule. And I just happened to comment, hey, that series that you have looks awesome. And then I had a live show with him the next day, and he's like, you know what? I saw your comment. And if you're going to get to them first and be able to do some publicity for this author, by all means, I'm going to go ahead and send them to you. I was like, all right. So he sent me all 5 books in Rob Howard's Empire of the Sun and Moon. And guys, these books are stunning. Let's see, I've got it going this way. So we've got Sword of Amatsu by Rob Howard. Let's go ahead and remove the glare there. This looks like to be an Asian-inspired fantasy. We've got Marks of Dakuru. This cover is awesome. That one's probably my favorite in this series. We've got City of Spirits. We've got Rob Howard, The Throne of the Emperor. And we've got War of Heaven and Earth. And guys, like, I am so excited to read these. Like, these are fantastic. That is just awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. That is fantastic. You made my day. And then, finally, I am going to be talking about these books that I received in another traveling book box. And so, I had participated in a traveling book box here recently, and I picked up the first, well, not the first 5 of the 6 of the Murderbot books. We've got Exit Strategy, we've got Rogue Protocol, Artificial Condition, Fugitive Telemetry. My problem with this copy is even after I took it out of the box, I realized that it is incredibly damaged. So I may be replacing this one. And then we've got Network Effect. You'll notice All Systems Red is missing, so I do have to go and purchase that one as well. From that box, I also took H.G. Wells' The Invisible Man. This is the SF Masterworks edition. This is kind of a classic that I've heard about, but I've never quite tried. And then we've got Isaac Asimov, The Gods Themselves, another SF Masterworks edition that I don't know anything about. And then, of course, I told myself I wasn't going to get any more K.J. Parker books, but they had Sharps in the box, so, I mean, I had to take it out of the box and add it to my K.J. Parker collection that I haven't even started yet. And then, of course, there was this awesome leather-bound gilded edge with a sewn-in ribbon Doctor Who kind of bind up. And this is Remembrance of the Daleks by Ben Aronovich, author of The Rivers of London. Most people don't know he used to write for classic Doctor Who. And then we've got Prisoner of the Daleks by Trevor Baxendale. That one I don't know anything about. And then the final 2 books that I've got for you here in this book haul are 2, I believe, historical fiction ones. And I don't know anything about these. And if you do know about these, please let me know in the comments down below. That is The Burning Stone by Jack White. I'm super interested in this. It sounds like to be a prequel to an international best-selling Dream of Eagle series. I don't know anything about it, but we've got this, The Burning Stone, and a Templar novel, Knights of the Black and White, both by Jack White. I don't know anything about these, so if you do know about them, please let me know in the comments down below. That said, guys, that is all the books that I have here for you today. So, as always, till next time, peace out, stay magical, bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons.